A very good morning and a very warm welcome to the Global Agility Summit. And it's really nice to have you all here. As I start my presentation, I would start it with a very nice quote that I found a few days back. This was being mentioned by a very famous British economist, John Maynard Keynes. He was actually known for his work around, or say, post-depression time frame in the 1930s, and he said that every crisis carries within it the seeds of opportunity. And across history, it's been noticed that resilient economies have overcome the turmoil and emerged as more stronger after the turmoil. And I would state very well this quote to the country Sri Lanka, because considering the turmoil it has witnessed in the past couple of years, it has rejuvenated itself, had a very progressive approach towards growth, and it's been there expected that it will be having a positive growth in the coming years. So it's an amazing spirit that the country has witnessed, or say has laid down there to the globe, and now it is making itself present and pinned down on the globe. And for that, I would say it's the enterprises, the technology leaders who all are here in this room. They are playing a very crucial role for this growth, the economic growth, the technology growth which is happening in Sri Lanka. And it is all because of you, because technology is the backbone of enterprises, which in turn is the backbone of an economy. So hats off to all of you over here. And with that, I would, okay, I did not start with the slide. So we had this survey. Can you just check the clicker? Okay. So at the beginning of this year, 2023, we conducted a survey with around 550 CIOs, technology leaders, and CISOs across the SAARC region, where there was some representation from the country Sri Lanka also. And we asked them, the main idea of the survey was to gauge the perspective of digital maturity within the enterprises. And these are the results. Okay. And this is the result. So if we see, 3/4 of the enterprises are very confident about their digital maturity. They are saying that they are either on the way towards the digital maturity or are already bearing the fruits of the digital transformation that they implemented within the organization. While this is for the entire SAARC region, I would really ask, as per your perspective, how much would be the percentage for Sri Lanka if we were to combine the first two options, that the business have already started bearing the outcomes, or they are in that initial progress of digital implementation? Anyone from the audience? No, it's nice to have an interactive session. So if I start with you, according to you, what would be the percentage? What do you think? Do you think 76% is something that can be implemented on Sri Lanka also? Or do you think it will be less or more? Yeah? More than that. That's a very optimistic answer. Nice. Anyone from back there? Can we have a mic for him, please?
Yeah, I feel there's been a lot of digital transformation in the past couple of years. Not only, even before the economic downturn during the pandemic.
Okay.
So several initiatives of transformation started at that time. And even after the pandemic subsided, these initiatives have continued. So that's a very positive trend.
That's great. And when we are talking about these digital transformation, what do you think, which are the key technologies which are being considered as the liver behind this transformation? So where are you investing in terms of technology?
In terms of technology, mostly technology related to e-commerce, B2C.
Okay. And specific technology, say suppose AI, ML, data analytics, or cloud, any top 4 that comes in your mind where you have invested?
Cloud, AI is just coming into play, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone who would like to mention what are the key technologies where you have invested over the past couple of years, which is now bearing some outcomes? Anyone from back there? It's morning. Let's show some enthusiasm. Let's have some responses. Anyone, sir? The blue shirt, please. Manish?
Well, it's basically cloud and data science. As you said, the AI is still new. So,
Anything apart from AI, data, and cloud?
IoT,
Okay,
and also into ERP systems as well.
fair enough. Any from back there? Yes, sir?
Digital transformation has come with the digital trust. So therefore, the security investments, the security frameworks are also a major weighted area. So that area is also developing now. And people have invested early, are reaping the benefits. And others are joining the journey. So digital trust is the way forward for digital transformation.
Amazing. I think cyber security is something which has become a lot of talk point. And so I'll just share the results. So this is the response that we got, where cloud and cybersecurity are the top levers, the driving force behind the digital transformation. And definitely AI, ML is also there. There's IoT. There are other aspects also where slowly and steadily enterprises are exploring. It may be slow in terms of speed as compared to cybersecurity and cloud, but it's definitely there. And cloud is one technology which has been debated over time and again. While there are a lot of benefits of cloud, where it adds the ability to have a fast track in terms of scaling up the operations, the security aspect is definitely there. But there's one more aspect, which is cost. If it has been optimally used, then it is definitely helping you for cost optimization, but that needs to be understood. And I'm sure everyone would have read this article, which came a few days ago, where Elon Musk, the owner of X, formerly Twitter, he has moved certain applications back from cloud to on-premises. One of such example is where he has pulled on all the media and blob artifacts which were placed on the cloud to on-prem. This helped him reduce costs significantly, but he's not saying that everything gonna move back. He has understood what will bear the fruits if you're putting it in cloud, so that becomes easy to process, but at the same time, he needs to understand what is better performing on on-prem. Now, apart from cloud, if we see the results, it is really interesting to know how you can combine a couple of these technology to further add on to the opportunity or advantage for enterprises. For example, if I combine, say, AI ML with digital twin. So AI ML will give you these probabilities or options of, say, product design when you're thinking of it, and how to assess the performance is something which can be done on digital twin when we are working on the manufacturing processes. So combination of couple of levers will also bring a lot of advantage to you. And while we are doing all this, what's the thought? As you're the technology leaders, what are the key aspects that you think from a business perspective, what it brings to you on the table? If I ask someone from here. The business goals in your mind when you are investing in technology. Can you have the mic, please? Sir, if you may add.
Digitalization is a very good thing, and it helps to gain the profits and a lot of benefits in terms of technology, and cloud computing and cybersecurity is major part playing. And we are also, actually as a company, we are also in the journey of digitalization right now.
Okay.
So we are expecting a lot of benefits from that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So as Sir mentioned, it's the top line or the bottom line. Apart from that, what do you think are the other business goals that there are in your mind when you are investing in emerging technologies or digital transformation?
If I just trying to relate into some of the pointers that you made around ALML and digital twin, etc. I think so. One of the elements that we probably could look at is time to market. Bring your new products into the market,
Yes.
because traditionally what we do, like mostly, even if you're in the consumer sector or whatever, you do a lot of R&D. Yes, you bring sort of a product design and all that. Could be the packaging, could be the packaging materials, the way you package and put it to a sort of a rack, or the distribution, all that. So there are a lot of learning curves around it, right? So a lot of failures around it, right? So I guess a lot of these things can be avoided using these technologies. So it's pretty much add value to the business in my perspective on that. It's one of the
Definitely.
examples that I
It definitely gives you an edge, that competitive advantage if you are experimenting with these technologies. Definitely. Anyone from back there?
I would say something more fundamental. With all this transformation taking place, we can't stay put. One is to retain our customers and also to expand our customer base even beyond the borders of Sri Lanka. So that is very important. We need to adopt all these technologies as appropriate, simply for that reason.
Definitely. Yes, sir.
I think adding to what Jent mentioned, so business goals should always align with the customer need. End of the day, if you are not going to satisfy what the customer expects, or it can be enterprise, it can be retail customer, your business is not going to thrive, right? We all need to understand the fact that, okay, top line, bottom line will anyway will be a successful hit if we treat the customer right, get their input right, and then satisfy their need properly. I mean, that will definitely, it's not about always adapting all the technologies, identifying the right technology for digital transformation, and giving a good culture to the organization, and the end consumer will be a good way forward.
True. So I think very well said, that identification your business needs and which technology will suit you best is the key. And it's amazing to see from the responses that it's not just about the maintaining the bottom line or increasing the top line. It has moved beyond that. And that's what the results have also, okay. And that's what even the results are saying. So if you'll see enhancement of the customer experience, whether you are increasing the geography or maintaining a good customer engagement with your existing customers, that's the high. Definitely cost remains one of the criteria, but this is how is it. And while we are experimenting with all this, AI has definitely emerged to be one of the key technologies where definitely Sri Lanka is also experimenting or exploring, I would say. Now, the next comes the financials. Because when you are investing on all these technologies, budget is definitely a constraint. So if I ask from the audience, how many of you do you think you have sufficient budget to invest in your digital transformation journey or in the emerging technologies? If they all may raise their hands. Okay, we're very, I just see one hand. Back there, hello, good morning. Can you hear? Can I just hear a good morning from back there? Okay, they are sleeping. Good morning. Okay, so how many think they have sufficient budget, IT budgets? There's just one hand. So definitely the figures are altering for Sri Lanka, I would say. We won't take an extra charge to raise the hand. Okay, still I see that means definitely these figures are altered for Sri Lanka then. Is it so? Or there's one more chance. Let's raise a hand when you have sufficient IT budgets. People are too shy in Sri Lanka, I would say. Nobody gonna take tax. It's just an investment. Okay, and how do you see it gonna increase in next year? Are you feeling optimistic? For even pessimistic, please raise your hand. Let's see. Who think their IT budgets will not increase at all? Not a single, okay, one hand. Two hand. Definitely increase. At least slightly. Okay, now see, optimism is coming out of the audience now. So definitely it's increasing. And we can clearly see this. So more than 80% of the technology leaders see that there will be definitely an increase in their budgets. And that is definitely because you see a lot of opportunity in technology. And all these are new emerging technologies like AI, like cloud. But at the core of this entire buzz sits your data. And there's a long journey for data, I would say, because there are definitely challenges. And there's a key question that you need to ask within your organization, that how much AI-ready is your data? And there are certain aspects when you think of AI-ready data within your organization. Is it secure? Because now data is the most important asset of your organization. Is it accurate? Because we need to avoid the bias. We need to ensure whatever result comes is accurate, because your decision-making ability depends on the results from the data. Is it fair? Is it enriched? And last but not the least, is it governed properly? So the last pillar I would like to emphasize, where we talk about governance, regulations, compliances. These have become a very important buzzword when we are talking about technology. So now, technology decisions are no more just normal decisions. They are basically have become an ethical decision because of the kind of ability it has to mold what we see or foresee for our future. So definitely this is a heavy slide to read out, but it's how your technology innovations are driving AI, and in return, AI is driving the innovations for you in technology sector, be it for your customer expansion, customer engagement, even for your products and services. As the gentleman mentioned that, these certain technologies are really helping you to explore your capabilities. It's just not from the operational front, it's also from your core competency front, because this is helping you gain that competitive advantage in the existing market and also on the overall global aspects. And while all these things are there for AI, it is definitely a double-edged sword. You need to be cautious also. So I would say when we are talking about AI, cloud, or any other emerging technology, there's a little bit of excitement, exhilaration, or thrill, but at the same time, there is that trust factor that needs to be secured, ensured within your enterprises. That's the key. And I think, like any other country across the nation, it's the same for Sri Lanka as well. Because you are embarking that journey with AI, you are exploring, there will definitely be certain mistakes, but they'll be learning from those mistakes. And everyone is facing through their journey with AI. So it's more about earlier what machine was there for you to do something. But right now, it is what machine is acting back to us in terms of opportunities. That's the key that we are aiming. And the impact can be seen across the industries. It's just not limited to retail or manufacturing. It's there for travel as well. So that is the kind of opportunity that AI is bringing on the table. And with that, I would like to close my deck. And I would say that what we have witnessed in the past couple of years, there are many geopolitical tensions, there are economic turmoils, and that is something which is across the globe. You talk about Europe, it's right there. We have been witnessing the Russia-Ukraine war since long now, and the impact is there across European regions. You talk about Far West, there is again certain economic turmoils. So this is something which nations across the globe are facing. So it's just not limited to Sri Lanka. But it's the kind of progressive thought process and approach from be it the political leaders, from technology leaders, like everyone sitting in this room. It's about how you want to create a vision for yourself that will help that entire progressive journey for yourself and for the country over here. So thank you so much for patiently listening. And I hope so the discussions across the day will really help you ensure what kind of decisions are being taken in terms of technology, exploring opportunities. Thank you so much.